Once upon a time, there was a demon soul. This demon soul lived in hell, where time ran fast and slow concurrently. There was a world the demon soul wanted to explore, the human world. So the demon soul, who's already lived an unimaginable time, decided to join this world. The demon soul transformed into a beautiful young woman and descended into this new world. It didn't take her long to find out that this body needed something to stay alive. So she tried to eat human food and drink water after she studied the human race and its behaviors. But she had to realize that this didn't work out for her. She felt her body dying, but didn't want to go back to hell. She loved the human world, with all its beauty and living beings. In her panic, she thought about other ways to keep her body from vanishing. While she was walking the streets in a little town, she recognized a young man sitting on a bench and looking up to the stars. She observed him. His calming appearance kept her attention. She thought he was beautiful. All of a sudden, her eyes caught a pulsing vein under his skin on his neck, and the demon woman started to feel an unbearable hunger. That's when she knew. Her key to stay alive on this earth was blood. His scent came across her with the wind, and her front teeth started to grow in preparation for taking the life potion. Because she was a supernatural being, she had of course supernatural skills. She could run faster than eyes could recognize. Her strength had no boundaries. She could manipulate others with her voice and eyes. But till this moment, she hadn't used those abilities. But the hunger she felt overtook her body and let her be at this young man's side in no time. He looked up at her, alarmed, but he had no time to act. Her teeth sank into his neck with no mercy. His scream cut the air and echoed from the walls around them. The demon woman sucked his blood and felt her body recovering from grumbling. The taste was unutterable and satisfying. She took everything from him. That was the beginning of a murderous existence. From that day on, she was a vampire demon, and she killed many people to stay alive herself. But as the years gone by, she got more and more unhappy with what she did. Despite her being a vampire demon, she grew human feelings, and one feeling was bothering her more and more. She felt guilty. She felt remorse. She didn't want to kill all those humans anymore. So one time she decided to try animal blood instead. But not only did this blood not last out to keep her strength, she also felt the same bad things by killing those living beings. She knew she had to train herself to drink human blood without killing anyone. And so she did. She drank blood from people, but didn't kill them anymore. But although she didn't take their lives, those people were scared to death. She erased their memories, but deep inside them, they were traumatized without knowing why. They've never been the same again. There was another circumstance the vampire demon wanted to change. So she decided to use her ability to hypnotize others with her voice and eyes, not only to erase their memory, but to make them giving their blood voluntarily. And that was the key for her. She learned how to stay alive on Earth without truly harming anyone. She also used her manipulation ability to make another family think she was part of it. They lived in a castle in the woods, and this castle became her home. Her family lived with her for decades, till the last ones died in the fire 200 years ago. Since then she lived alone again, but never left the castle. All those years among humans let her feel and think as a human as well. Only her thirst of blood, her immortality and supernatural powers differ from humans. She felt devastated when she lost her family. She fell in love once in a while. She felt joy, sadness, and any other feeling one can imagine. She's never regretted coming on to this world, and she will stay as long as she can. She named herself Lee. She took her deceased family's last name, Hashi, and she is the mistress of Castle Hashi. And this vampire demon mistress is me.